Hello, and I thought I'd record another video to explain the simple issues that we may face that is common to all map-based providers. We'd seen this previously, and there's two things that I notice when I'm zooming in and out here. One is around tile loading. So if I pan left and right, we have a number of tiles that are loaded on demand, and you can see a grid appearing, and then the tile that's pulled down. There's two types of tile. There's raster and there's vector. Raster being images and vector being obviously a vector format that is much lighter weight than a raster. And as I scroll, you can see the elevation data changing. Another thing that you can change, it's not a problem as much, you can always see a problem. When I'm zooming in, we can see the elevation changing. And another thing that we can see, and I don't know what that range of elevation is, on top of the actual map itself are the buildings, and the buildings are always going to be cut off in some kind of way. So that's a problem. Another problem is that when we get to big buildings, there is a clipping problem that we experience. And you can see over here, and this is just provided from the API itself. It's not something that, I doubt there are buildings like this where parts of the building is missing. For example, this is a strange experience. I don't believe it's a clipping problem, a Z problem, because we can see buildings before it. The buildings before it should be blocking the buildings behind it, but because we are missing parts of the building, then that means that there's some particular problem on there. This could be problems that we face in other APIs as well, but it's just something to be aware of depending on how complex the scan is. And in some other cases, the system, the map is easy enough to see some of these buildings are showing in their entirety, for example these, but in other cases they're cut off. So they have some way of loading and deciding in code which ones can be shown and which ones cannot be shown. So that's a very interesting problem that I think all map providers have.